Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ulfah Fauziah. In this occasion, I will explain about lesson plan. The level for senior high school, the class is 11. Subject English, topic describing people, skill speaking, time 90 minutes. Standard competency, analyzing social function, text structure, and linguistic element in simple descriptive text about people according to the context of their use. Basic competency, analyzing social function, text structure, and language features to describe someone in the text. Describe someone through speaking skill. For indicator, the students are able to describe people by mentioning their characteristics, psychically and non-psychically appearance. Learning objective. At the end of the activities, students are able to describe people by mentioning their characteristics, psychically and non-psychically appearance. This slide will explain about the learning method. The model is contextual learning. Approach scientific ilmiah, the implementation of scientific approach. Building knowledge, observing, questioning, networking. The second is producing, and the last is performing. For the method is discussion and performance. For media, tool, and learning research, media, Google Meet, PowerPoint, and YouTube. Tools, smartphone, and laptop. Learning research from internet website and YouTube. For example, video describing people, appearance, and personality conversation. And this is the link. Okay guys, in this section, we are going to explain about the learning activity. The learning activity has 3 points. The first is pre-activity, and the second is while activity, and the last is post-activity. Okay, the first, we are going to explain about the pre-activity. The pre-activity has time allocation 15 minutes. The first step is teacher say greeting. For example, good morning student, how are you today? The teacher check attendance student through the Google Meet. In the next step, we are going to explain about the while activity. The first step to while activity, the teacher show the picture about the famous people. For example, Barack Obama in the Google Meet, and ask student, for example, anyone knows who is he? Yeah, that is Barack Obama. Barack Obama is president of America. He has brown skin and he good person. And the second step is the teacher explain material about the description. After that, the teacher explain material about the describing people. The teacher explain describing people through the video, and the student must be watch some sample video about describing people. And the next step, student asks to tell the difficulties about the material. All students already understand about the material describing people. The teacher saw the picture in the PowerPoint, some famous people, for example, president, athlete, singer, and actor. And the student must be choose. The student should be described about this picture. After student has described about the characteristic, the teacher and student discuss each other to relate the describing people. The teacher asks student what they can take from the learning and asks student how they feel about learning this material. For example, what can we conclude from this material? And student must be answer. Okay, the last is post activity. Post activity has time allocation 15 minutes. Okay, the first step, the teacher concludes the material that was discussed. After that, the teacher give assignment for student to make video about your idol, and student must be describe about the characteristic about your idol and upload your video on YouTube. After all student upload video assignment on YouTube, all students are required to give feedback to each other in the YouTube on comment columns. Okay, I think that's all about the learning activity. I'm so sorry if any mistake. I'm so sorry if there any mistake. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, this is assessment. Assessment has 3 points. The first is attitude, and the second is skill, and the last is knowledge. Attitude, attend the learning, respect, discipline, active in learning, or confidence. And skill, assess based on the practice, assignment, and result of the student activities. And knowledge, assess based on the answers, enthusiasm of student when discussing. And this is rubric assessment. For attitude, assessment aspect is respect. For criteria, very often showing the respect has score 5, often showing the respect has score 4, sometimes showing the respect has score 3, ever showing the respect has score 2, never showing the respect has score 1. For skill, assessment aspect, the first is asking and answering question, and the second how to express an opinion, and the third is enthusiasm in learning. For criteria, very participating has score 5, participating has score 4, quiet participating has score 3, lack of participating has score 2, not participating has score 1. Knowledge, assessment aspect, vocabulary, clear pronunciation, communicative, fluency, and explaining. For criteria, almost perfect has score 5. There are some mistakes but does not disturb the meaning has score 4. There are some mistakes and disturb the meaning has score 3. Lot of mistake and disturb the meaning has score 2. Too much mistake and disturb the meaning has score 1. Okay, I think that's all about my lesson plan. I'm so sorry if there any mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.